Hello, good evening. Buenas noches, señores and señoras. We are in the south of Spain. It's time for the Basketball Champions League, and it's UCAM Murcia taking on Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Well, in one sense, it's a battle of the haves and have-nots. I mean, you think about UCAM Murcia playing in the Spanish League and 4-4, and certainly in much better position than Enisey Krasnoyarsk, who are in the lower echelons at 2-6 coming into this. But in Group A, as we look at the lineup for this week, Monaco winning last night at home over UNET Holon. Enisey Krasnoyarsk actually just won at Juventus Utena. And Enisey Baskets Oldenburg will be at home against Dinamo Sassari. So this is a big game, certainly for both teams. Enisey Krasnoyarsk need to win and need to win now if they want to have a realistic hope of getting into that top four. UCAM Murcia, meanwhile, at 4-4, the same record as fourth place Dinamo Sassari. So they are right there knocking on the door of that top four as you look at the standings. And Monaco, of course, the only unbeaten team in the Basketball Champions League, flying high 9-0. Enisey Baskets Oldenburg, well, they're 5-3. In fact, Enisey Krasnoyarsk, as I just said, have actually improved to 6-3. And they just won at Juventus Utena, who have fallen to 2-7. So this is the way things stand. And, of course, these teams have met already once this year. UCAM Murcia traveling to Russia and winning that first encounter. It was a tight game. And look for Zabian Dowdle to be an important figure, the number one there for Oleg Okolov. Very important player. Alexander Gudamak, Anthony Hilliard as well. There's three top names will play a lot of minutes. Vasily Zabaruev, Matis Rebets, the Slovenia international who played in the World Cup qualifiers. And there's Ovi Soko, a player who keeps moving from strength to strength. Ovi Soko, who played for Great Britain in the World Cup qualifiers. And he's up there at number 0. You want to keep an eye out for Vitor Benite, Charlon Kloof, the Dutch international, Cleveland Hanna, Marcos Delia, the Argentina international, Sadio Rojas, the Dominican Republic international, and it's a UCAM Murcia team that clearly has a lot of talent. And it's a team that is coached by Ivan Navarro, a longtime assistant who has gone on to coach at Baskonia. Now he's here at Murcia and trying to perhaps shift it into a higher gear as they now we're in the midpoint of the regular season. I mean, right now, as it stands, they're on the outside looking in of advancing, and that would be a huge disappointment for UCAM Murcia, especially having watched the Verstar Tenerife go all the way last season, another Spanish team, and win the title. So Enisey Krasnoyarsk being introduced here. And this is a team that simply has not gotten the results. And, you know, they just haven't turned on all cylinders, especially in the big moments of games. But they know that while there's hope, there's life, and there is hope. They still got a chance if they can turn things around and pull off a big surprise and get a win here tonight. Remember, when the two teams met earlier this year, it was on game day 2, and Murcia won that tight game 68-62. There's Ovi Soko. Ovi Soko, who again had a tremendous effort last week. He had 21 points over UNET Holon, 9 of 10 at the free throw line. He had 14 rebounds, 6 assists. He had an efficiency mark of plus 33. Now, Kloof played for the Netherlands in the World Cup qualifiers. Delia played as well. Of course, he played at the Olympics Delia. There's Rojas of the Dominican Republic. And Lukovic. So the time-honored tradition after the player introductions, they go and meet each other. And in midcourt, you say Lukovic and Rebec know each other clearly, giving each other a big hug before the game. And also the referees coming out for tonight's game. We'll get a look at them, and also the starting fives for both of these teams. Sadiel Rojas, also another of those players who plays for Murcia, who played in the World Cup qualifiers, played for the Dominican Republic. Oh, it's a heavyweight crew tonight. Look at that. Manuel Mazzoni of Italy in the middle. Boris Krejci on the right from Slovenia, and Switzerland's very own Marcos Michaelides. Excellent crew tonight, so I'm sure there will be no complaints from anybody. The assistant coach for Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Well, you look back at the results for Enisey. They lost their opener at EV Baskets Oldenburg they won that one 89-86, but then they lost to UCAM Murcia 68-62 at home, and followed that up with a 16-point defeat at Monaco. They rebounded with an 85-81 win over Juventus Utena. So they were 2-2 4 weeks into the season, but ever since then they've come up dry. They lost by 6 at Unet Holon. They lost by 16 at Pinar Karšiaka. They lost by 10 at home to Dinamo Sassari. And last time out, they lost big time at home to EV Baskets Oldenburg, 79-53. So Enisey will start tonight with Zabian Dowdell, Vitali Liudic, Pavlov, Hilliard, and Gurumak. And Okolov there on the sidelines, going smart casual tonight. Hoping this is a good trip to Spain for his team. Down south in Murcia. And actually it can get kind of chilly in these parts. And also we'll take a look at the starting five here for UCAM Murcia. Of course, they were coached by Fotis Katsikaris last season. And Katsikaris now is coaching defending Basketball League champions Iberostar Tenerife. So Navarro has decided that Soko, Delia, Rojas, Alberto Martin, and Vitor Benite will be in his starting lineup. And Ibon Navarro, as we mentioned earlier, Vitor Benite played for Brazil, the Olympics 2016. Murcia are in the Spanish League right now, on the outside looking in on the playoff situation. They're 5-7, 5 wins in their 12 games, but just 2 games behind Monbus Obradoiro and 1 game behind Unicaja Malaga. So long way to go in that race, and it's always difficult to get wins in that Spanish league. And you'd say the same thing about the VTB league for this Enisey Krasnoyarsk team. Of course, have to play some really good teams there, and talking about Vitor Benite, Sissoko there, averaged almost 8 points per game at the Olympics for Brazil when they hosted. I mean, imagine what that was like for him to be able to play a home Olympics in front of the home crowd. Ovi Soko, I'm afraid the Olympics came just that little bit too early in Great Britain for him in 2012. He was not in that team. And Benite also played in the World Cup qualifiers for Brazil. So UCAM Murcia had a lot of guys playing in World Cup qualifiers during the November break, November window. Good evening, folks. If you're just joining us, we are in Murcia in southern Spain on the Mediterranean. And what a lovely place to be. And even though there's a chill in the air outside, it's going to get hot inside as Vitor Benite launches his first attempt. And then Hilliard gets a block of Rojas. So Enisey Krasnoyarsk looking to strike first. Ljuric. Bounce pass. Pavlov goes up and misses. And Ovi Soko collects the first of what promises to be many rebounds tonight. Now Benite. And Rojas passes to Benite, and he misses again. Dalia collects the rebound. So the foul on Gudumak. Slight delay here. Checking something over at the scores table. Not sure if it's a score clock issue, perhaps. And Mazzoni says, let's go to the benches, guys. We've got to sort this out. Also tonight, PAOK winning in overtime at Gaziantep in Turkey, 77-65 in Group B. And as we mentioned in Group A, Pinar Karciaka winning 82-76 at Juventus Utena. Movistar Estudiantes came back from an early deficit and won at Rosa Radom 84-77. And in action right now, EV Baskets Oldenburg are leading 38-31 at home over Dinamo Sassari. Ike Athens are up on Umanorai Venezia 5-1. Mehdi Beirut on top of Strasbourg in France 6-5. And Nanterre edging Citigas Avellino 5-4. So it looks like we're ready to go. Just a minute and 4 seconds into the game. On and breakdown. Rojas scores. Enisey Krasnoyarsk still over on the bench, it seems like, mentally, to give that away. So first 2 points coming on a breakdown. Gudumak hands it off. Here's Dowdell. Dowdell fouled up high by Martin. Dowdell turns to Gudumak. Hilliard gets the first 2 points for Enisey. Inside, and the foul called on Pavlov. And Soko, if he gets that close to the basket, it's going to be hard to stop. You're going to have to foul him. Soko misses the first one. Soko takes the second one and makes it. Came in shooting 81% at the free throw line. And Liudis gets it and puts it up off the glass and in. D'Elia gets it, gets blocked, and now Dowdle has it. Open floor, bounce pass, gets it back, and puts it up and in. And the veteran. Six to 3, Enisey on top. Martin to Benite. Back outside to Martin. That's good. He ties it up. And good block from Benite, looked like. Martin over to Rojas, and Rojas hits the three-pointer. Hilliard looks down low, puts it on the deck, tries to force it in there, turns it over. Benite in the open floor. Oh, just lays it up over the rim. So Enisey Krasnoyarsk go from leading 6 to 3 to trailing 11 to 6. And timeout has been called. UCAM Murcia fell at home in a big upset over the weekend, 70 to 63 to Real Betis from Sevilla. So they're trying to get that result out of their system.
С нападением разберитесь, не надо ничего придумывать. Гоняйте мяч, двигайте, пик-н-пол.
UCAM Murcia, 2 of 4 from deep. And Enisey have yet to hit a 3. They've only taken 1. Enisey are 9th in the VTB league, 2 wins and 5 losses. Alfador, who were in the qualification rounds for the Basketball Champions League, they are 4 and 4. And the Smoky Minsk as well were in there. They're 4 and 5. They're in 7th place. And another steal, Alberto Martin. Careless with the ball, especially coming out of the timeout. Enisey Krasnoyarsk does not bode well for their chances tonight. Ovi Soko goes up and in. And a turnover. I think it's a double dribble. Yeah. And now Martin has it. Martin had a foot on the arc. That would have been a 2 if it had dropped. And Rebec comes into the game. Dowdle goes out. Ljudic gets inside, able to get it back in the no man's land, however, and that call is correct. And from deep, no good. Dalia gets the rebound. Benite inside to Dalia. Dalia powers his way up for 2 and is 15-6. Bramo walks back looking somewhat dejected. Gudemat goes out of the game. Hilliard, short little jump hook, and he is fouled, so he will go to the line. Hilliard comes into this game shooting 78.9% from the free throw line in the Basketball Champions League. Makes both free throws. Dalia has it up high, dumps it down low, alley-oop, and it's Soko. Rojas reaches in and commits the foul. 4-1 remaining in the first quarter. So it's a game so far that has a lot of stopping and starting. Alberto Martin hears the applause as he exits the game, and Hannah checks in. And then Rebec dribbles it off his foot. Clock down to 7. Hilliard has it. His pass ends up with Rebec in the corner. Rebec puts up a very difficult shot. Boy, Enisey are just not clicking. And Soko earns another trip to the free throw line. There's Soko moving from strength to strength with this Murcia team. Makes both free throws, takes it up to an 11-point lead. And it goes, and short little jump hook is good. And D'Elia short misses, but Soko there for the rebound. And then here's challenged by Bremho. Good block from Bremho. So Soko's going to take a seat. Enisey also gets his first break of the game. And good turn inside in the basket. So 19-12 in favor of UCAM Murcia. Lukovic hits the three. And Martins Mayers, the Latvian international, a couple of trips down the floor in a row now for Enisey. And good follow from Rojas. Penetration, Ljudic, and now it looks like a foul. A foul may have been called on Hannah in the end. Julian Olaithola has come in, number 14. D'Elia called for a foul, not Hannah. Bremho has it in the corner. 10-point lead for UCAM Murcia, 24 points already. Dowdle, quick pass to Mayers. Oh, Mayers had it on a platter, but he missed it with his left hand. Dowdle chases back. Rojas gets in and draws the foul. So Hannah's at the line and misses the first one. Teammate shooting, I mean, it's incredible. 96.3% from the free throw line. So we saw him miss from the stripe there. It's not something that happens very often. He had made 26 of his first 27 free throws, so that's a very uncharacteristic miss for him. And now the ball turns back over to Murcia. Good job from Charlon Clough, and it was an unsportsmanlike foul called on Hilliard. So it goes from bad to worse for the visitors. Clough makes just one of two. Interesting, you got Hannah and also Clough, a couple of guys that are used to playing point guard. Of course, Hannah going to go over to the right now. He can shoot it. Here he is. Back to Clough. Lukovic just hit that one. They have to respect him. He comes in, then has the ball taken away by Martin Mares. And then he's tripped up from behind by Rojas. And the Murcia fans and whatever not liking it. And now a technical has been called on Iban Navarro because he says there was no contact. And it looks like that might have been the case. So because they were in the bonus already, Mares goes to the line, makes one of two. In fact, it looks like it was just an unsportsmanlike foul call. It's a strange call because it certainly did not look like he even clipped him. So they must have called the intentional trip. In any event, it's an 11-point lead for UCAM Murcia. And Enisey have possession, having made one of the two free throws. Mares giving him a little bit of a spark. From the bench, Dowdle gets in, and he scores, gets it back to 26-17. And Clough doesn't get it off in time. So that's it, the end of one. 9-point lead for the hometown team, UCAM Murcia. Three threes for Murcia, none for Enisey Krasnoyarsk. And the lead would be bigger if UCAM Murcia were making all of their free throws. Some of the highlights of the first quarter. EV Baskets Oldenburg on top in Group A of Dinamo Sassari 47-36. So that's a game that these two teams will be keeping an eye on. If Dinamo Sassari lose at Oldenburg in Germany, they would have a chance to leapfrog them into fourth place in the standings. Strasbourg right now also getting hammered at home by Medi Beirut, 32-17. And Monterrey winning at Ciudad Zavalino 20-19. So a lot of action underway. We're in Spain. Southern Spain on the Mediterranean. UCAM Murcia leading at 26-17 over Enisey Krasnoyarsk. And Dowdell was fouled by Hannah as he came down. Keep an eye on this. And I think Zabin Dowdell did a good job of getting to the line there. He kind of, as he took the shot, appeared to stick his left leg out a little and made the contact on Hannah and went down. At least that's how I saw it. Six points for Dowdle. They've kind of crawled back into this one. They're only down 7 points. Lukovic going at Mares, kind of got into no man's land. And Ljudic is going to push it, give it back to Bremho, who missed the shot, gets it back and passes it back out to the perimeter. Zavaruev gives it over to Dowdle, and he gets it back inside to Mares. And the ball goes off of Murcia. I thought it went off Bremho. I think the fans wanted a charge on Mares. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And Ivan Navarro not liking how the game's being officiated. I think he was annoyed by the trip and then by the foul called on Hannah. And now the 5-second count works against Dowdle and Enisey. So Urtasun also in the game now, number 3 for UCAM Murcia. And he is inbounding the ball. Olathola over to Kloof. Dowdle picks up his first foul there. An offensive foul called on Urtasun. Yeah, he was called for a moving screen. Looked like he was trying to pick him from behind. But anyway, looked like it was a 7-point game. Oh, Mares turns and follows up his miss and scores, and it's a 5-point game. And don't look now, but Martins Mares has really turned it on. He's got a game-high 9 points. Lukovic misses, and Mares collects the rebound. So Mares, the new addition to Enisey Krasnoyarsk, and sort of almost catching UCAM Murcia by surprise. And another foul called down low on Ovi Soko as he defends against Bremho. Well, he kind of lowered his left arm. The UCAM Murcia fans are shouting "fuera," which means away to the referees, like leave. A missed opportunity there. And it has it. Game doesn't really have a flow to it yet, does it? Ovi Soko has it. Goes in, hangs, misses. Dowdle gets it. And again, a chance to get it closer. Liudic goes in and scores. It's a 2-point game. Look at that. Enisey Krasnoyarsk. A tough finish for Liudic. Took the bump, and UCAM Murcia might have been fortunate that a foul wasn't called there, in fact. The biggest lead was 12 points.
And we don't want to drive.
Listen to the coach.
4 seconds. Drive early. Anytime we try to drive, we go all the way. Now, we need to pass the ball out, finish, but don't drive in the last 4 seconds because we are dead. Drive early, but we need to put good screens with contact, go away.
Field goal percentages.
Go inside. Marcos, buen bloqueo y vete dentro. ¿Vale? Venga.
Hey, let's keep executing, man. Let's keep executing. Hell. Нападение, сыграйте. Let's go. Let's go. One.
So the rebounding totals. Well, they were just on cruise control there for a while, up 12 points, but full marks to Enisey, battling back to trail by just 2 points. Now a foul called with some ironic applause, as you can hear. Foul called. It was a hold on Liudic. Kloof. Jump shot. It's good. Well, the coach was asking for them to look to drive, but Kloof had the open jump shot, so he took it. Mayer sets, well, tries to set it big. Dowdle just takes it all the way, puts it up off the glass and in. Rojas for three. Mayer's had a hand in the face. Liudic now. Zavaruev is good. Three-pointer. And Enisey Krasnoyarsk have battled all the way back to take the lead. Ernestson hit by Zavaruev while attempting the jump shot. So 2 free throws. And you can see why Zavaruev this time putting his hands to his head to ask why the foul was called. These things even out over the course of the game. Ernestson makes the first to knot it at 29. Oh, he was attempting a three. I thought he was inside the arc, so he misses the second. And makes the third, so he makes 2 of the 3 to put UCAM Murcia back in front. Rebets. Liudic to Bremo. He's got a mismatch. Now he's going to pass it cross court. Zavaruev, another one. Enisey back in front now. 8 points for Zavaruev. And Obisoko has it knocked away by Bremo. Rebets for 3. Good! Enisey Krasnoyarsk have really come to life I almost wonder if UCAM Murcia have taken him a bit lightly. Hanna. No look past Soko. Bon Navarro not pleased over on the sidelines. Rebets, a beautiful wraparound and nice finish from Gudumak. And Enisey have taken a 7-point lead, forcing a timeout from Navarro. Could be a strange game sometimes. You see these runs. Remember, they had a good battle in the first meeting of the season. A game that Murcia won 68-62.
He wants to pass the ball. The number 12 is the only shooter they got on the court. We cannot help from here, please. We cannot help from here. Marcos go inside ready to play black, but we don't over the help from here. Okay, be smart. Thank you. In the second quarter, we are not playing any play.
3-pointers.
We are not playing any play. Okay, so pull down.
Второй номер не бросил сюда, они будут заступать. Пятый фокс пошел и с первым пик-н-ролл, окей? Go! Внимательно защитить.
My Russian is limited, but I did hear pick and pop. So the way they're shooting it from 3-point range. Right now, this Enisey team has gotten a little bit hot from deep. Took him a while, but you really have to tip your hat to Mares. He really came out and kind of sparked him with the 9 points off the bench. Ferguson gets it across midcourt, hands it off to D'Elia. Soko now. Excuse me, it's Alberto Martin, number 5 that's in. And Benitez scores in the lane. And they play the Godfather music. Rebets for 3. Rojas with the board and gets it back to Martin. Benitez, another jump shot for him. That's 4 straight points. I don't know why the Godfather music they play. Vitor Benitez. Let's have that look about him. And Gudumak sets a pick that floors Rojas. Enisey not wanting to have all the good work that they did undone here at the end of the second quarter. But Benitez trying to lead UCAM Murcia back. Finds his way inside, puts up a little runner, and earns a trip to the line. So Benitez, remember the words of Navarro, I want to see us put the ball on the deck and drive. Well, minimal contact, but certainly there was jersey on jersey there. Gudumak has 3 fouls, so he'll have to go to the bench. And Mares comes back in. And Benitez continues his run here. 5 straight points. 6. And it's back to a 1-point game. Hilliard finds Mayers. I'm going to take it, D'Elia, he says. He's going to go right at him. Short little jump hook. He has been money in the bank tonight. Straight from Latvia. I think he's got 11 points. And alley-oop pass finished by Soko. Good feed by Vitor Benite. Again, back to a 1-point game. Here's Mayers. He turns, and he's giving a lesson to D'Elia. Martins Mayers. Well, that's just a good spin move. Yeah, definitely. He's got 11 points already. And Iban Navarro is thinking, where did this guy come from? When did they get him? And Mayers is, in some ways, you might think he's like a ringer. It's like joins the team. You've never heard of him. Obviously, everybody knows him because he's played for Latvia. But he's made a big impact tonight. First game, first basketball Champions League game with this club. So Enisey back in front by 3. And now a foul called on Ovi Soko. Is that number 3? Just kind of moved, kind of slid into the defender. Ovi Soko, just 2 personal fouls, so that was his second. Mayers looks left. Liudic going right at Benite. Oh, and just threw the ball right into the hands of Sadio Rojas. Martin back to Benite for 3. And the fight for the ball. And Alberto Martin comes down with it. Martin bounce pass, turns it right into the hands of Dowdle. Hilliard says, give me the alley-oop! And he goes up for the dunk. You could see him calling for it. And Dowdle just put it up there on a plate for his teammate. A little bit of showtime. It's called for a foul out on the perimeter. Watch. Yeah, he's wondering why that was called, just like me. Soko goes back to the line. Well, Hilliard's definitely got some hops on the evidence of that last fast break alley-oop dunk. And both free throws are made. It's back to a 3-point game. 11 points for Soko. Soko's playing so-so right now. Can play even bigger. Now Mayers says, I've been doing the business. Give me the rock. There he goes. He's going right at D'Elia again. Short this time. D'Elia won that battle. Alberto Martin open. Now Soko dumps it to D'Elia, and he is fouled from behind by Mayers. Came close. I mean, anytime you come from behind like that, though, the referee is seeing. It's a tough call. It's a tough call not to make. But it was a good effort. Both guys. And Delia capitalizes with the free throw. Second one is good as well. And Mayer's short little jump hook this time stays out, and Murcia now with a chance to go back in front. Benite dribbling around, kind of loses it, but Soko picks up the mess and then draws the foul from Hilliard. And who's gone down? Oh, going down was Pavlov holding his face. He's got 2 fouls.
Enisey Krasnoyarsk sale a balón central a la pista, dorsal número 17, Suleiman Valimov.
So 13.6 seconds remaining, and Soko has 11 points, a team high for Murcia. Makes the first one. Benite has 8 points. Rojas has 7. 12, now 13 points for Soko, and UCAM Murcia are back in front. And Enisey will call timeout to discuss, try to get a play here. Try to get a basket before halftime. Look at that. That's got to be the play of the game right there. He called for it. And Dowdle said, I know where you are. I'll get it for you. Oh, it was also a no look. I didn't realize that. It just gets even better and better. Field goal percentage better for Enisey Krasnoyarsk at this stage. 3 more makes.
On the first pass against zone, we match up. Vale, on the first pass, and we match up. Vale, sí, venga, vamos.
So it has been an entertaining first half. It was a little bit stop and start at the beginning, but it's kind of come to life here in the second quarter. Olathola comes into the game. Soko sits down, doesn't want to pick up his 3rd foul. Kloof back in with Alberto Martin. And Dowdle comes up. He's being guarded by Benite. Dowdle shakes and bakes, flies in, misses the shot, gets it back. Still got time. Goes up and scores. No, he doesn't. And Benite, almost! Oh, that would have been brilliant. He knew exactly how much time he had. He launched it. It goes off of the backboard, hits the rim. Look at this. Almost goes in. Oh, goodness me. Dowdle's probably thinking, how in the world did I not score at the other end? But close, but no cigar for Mr. Benite. Vitor. His team nevertheless leads it. UCAM Murcia on top, 44-43 over Enisey Krasnoyarsk at halftime. Ten of 18 for Murcia inside the arc, 13 of 22 for Enisey. Each team has 3 threes. UCAM out-rebounding Enisey by a couple. 8 turnovers for Enisey. And Soka with the 13 points for Murcia. Mayers has 13 for Enisey. Dowdle with a couple of steals. Mayers with a block. And there you have the leading scores. Zavaruev also getting hot, had those 2 3-pointers. We're at halftime. It's Murcia leading by 1. We'll be right back. 44-43, UCAM Murcia on top of Enisey Krasnoyarsk. And it's a nip and tuck affair, really. It's a game that we saw UCAM Murcia get on top by 12 points, but Enisey Krasnoyarsk came back and went in front by 7. But then, you know, the last few minutes of the second quarter, these teams were pretty even. And right now, it's all about trying to have a good start to the second half. First 5 minutes. Well, we've seen Enisey, they've had their struggles of late. Remember, they started 2-2 in the competition, and since that point, they have lost 4 consecutive games. Martins Meyers, what a nice surprise he's been for Enisey tonight, leading them in scoring with 13 points. He's a good player. I mean, he's played at a high level for his national team, and Obisoko has 13 points. What is Iban Navarro going to do? Well, in that first game between these two teams, Soko had just 5 points and 6 rebounds. It was Erdeson who caused a lot of problems with 18. Alberto Martin played just 12 minutes and 20 seconds, but he's played a lot more tonight. Well, he's been much more influential. And Benite had 11 points in that game. He's already got 8 tonight. I think the play of the game had to be the fast break, no-look pass from Zabian Dowdell, alley-oop pass to Anthony Hilliard, who went up for the jam, and it was good. You can see Hilliard calling for it. He was pointing just as he crossed mid-court. He kind of looked over at Dowdell, pointed up, and Dowdell knew what he was going to do. He got it inside and put it on a platter. And Hilliard just rim-rocked it. Hannah's been quiet tonight offensively. He has the potential to heat up. Hannah tonight has just 1 point. He's 1 of 2 at the free throw line, playing almost 9 minutes. He's only attempted 1 shot. So welcome back, folks. If you've been getting your tea or a frosty cold one, perhaps, never know, maybe some palomitas, some popcorn, you've come back, and we are starting things off here. Benite is going to launch one, and Sadio Rojas is going to get an offensive rebound. Now Hannah has the ball taken away or knocked away. He gets it back, gets it to Rojas, and Rojas hits the jump shot. And that's the penalty for not picking up the ball. 3-pointer. And another foul called. Meyers goes down this time. A little bit of a collision with D'Elia. Or Soko, he takes it actually. Takes the left elbow to the chest. 3 fouls on Soko. Oh wow, they called it on Hannah. Must have been a foul before he got the elbow. Dowdell dumps it to Meyers, and Meyers, well, they look like Benite may have put him off his shot just enough. Rojas over to Benitez. Bounce past D'Elia. Oh, he was going up for the dunk, and Bremo wasn't having any of that. But fortunately, Rojas was in the vicinity, and he's come out smoking. Ten points for him now. Hilliard. And Hilliard misses. Bounce pass. D'Elia misses. And Bremo brings it forward, hands it off to Xavier Dowdle. No look pass. Back to Bremo. Zavruev open, but Dowdle's going to take it, and he's going to make it. Points for Xavier Dowdle. And traveling is the call. Yeah, he kind of caught it and then hopped. Zavruev probes, passes back out to Bremo. Hanna, and the battle for the board. Good hustle, Zavruev, but not able to get it, and Dowdle goes there to help up his teammate. Or Hilliard picks him up. And listen to the fans chant Rojas' name, because he was working hard on the offensive glass. Benitez pulls up and clangs it off the rim. Mayers again takes it back out to Dowdle. Dowdle, oh, he likes that range, doesn't he? He likes that range. Just get him the rock and let him go to work. Five of 7 now from the floor. Dowdle. Ovisoko. Nice follow through. Takes it back to a 4-point lead. And now Dowdle goes down, is able to get it to Zavruev. And he launches one from deep and drills it. Three of 3 from deep from Zavruev. And Benitez pass intercepted by Mayers. Enisey Krasnoyarsk can reclaim the lead. And another foul out on the perimeter by Benitez. Yep, shoving Mayers out of the way. Gudumak comes into the game, number 6. He's got the ball, hands it off to Rebec, also into the game. Behind the back pass to Hilliard. Pulls up at the line and puts up an air ball. He may have grazed the outside of the net. Unless that was a pass, but I don't think so. And that three-pointer no good, but Soko kind of rebounds it and passes to Benite all in the same motion. Now Benite puts it up and hits it. And that's his song. They play it again. Gudemak gets inside and scores. Well, not to tempt fate, but the refs are letting him play in this quarter. Just 2 fouls have been called, and they've both been on UCAM Murcia. Game has a better flow to it right now. Hannah puts it up and knocks in the three-pointer. It's only a matter of time. He's going to start finding his stroke. And good defense from Rojas. Soko then catches it, but instead of going strong, kind of flicked the ball up there. I bet you if he'd been more direct, look at this. Well, I guess he did probably pretty well there, and at least he gets to the line. So that foul's on Bremo. That's his second. Dalia and Rojas go out. And Ovisoko is back at the line and now has 16 points. You know, he made the team of the week last week, Soko. 15 points. He's plus 15 right now. Now 16 points. And he's got 16 efficiency. 16 points, 5 rebounds. He's 8 of 9 at the free throw line. He missed his first free throw, remember? Hasn't missed since. And now Gudemak lost it, but his teammate got it back, and now Enisey will have possession. Zavaruev missed that little jumper in the lane. Ljudic spins. Nowhere to go. And Mazzoni, good block from Charlon Clough. Dowdle back into the game. Interesting matchup with Clough and Dowdle. Dowdle put up a crazy one right at the end of the shot clock. Benite bounce pass. Olathola puts it up, misses, gets it back, puts it up again, misses again. Dowdle has it. And Rebets back to Dowdle. Now Ljudic. Gudemak has it. Ljudic hits the three. Back to a 3-point game. Rojas. Excuse me, Hannah. Hannah hits the jump shot. Rojas is out of the game now. Ljudic back to Bremo. Rebets for 3. Drills it. And now it's a 60-58 game. Rebets and Hannah exchanging words. And you can see that Hannah took exception to Rebets there because he grabbed his jersey. And that's what the Swiss referee is telling him. He's like, you need to play some D without grabbing the jersey. Talia back in for Olathola. And Rebets comes out. They just hit the 3, but maybe not a bad move by Okolov. Just to kind of calm things down. His team's playing well. Don't need any extracurricular happening. Clough gets blocked. Oh, and a foul called by Mares. So Clough will go to the line. Charlon Clough. Oh, Monterey Venezia kind of hitting tough times. Could fall to their 3rd straight defeat tonight. The defending champions of Italy. Remember, they made it to the Final Four of the Basketball Champions League last year. Meanwhile, Clough misses the first free throw and makes the second. Back to a 3-point game. Hilliard. Mares, interesting battle. Going at D'Elia again. And no, he did the hard work, but just couldn't quite make the shot. Now Bremo, another opportunity. Over to Ljudic for 3. Off the back of the iron, and Soko grabs the rebound. Benite, beautiful drive, doesn't finish. Dowdle. Mares again. Now he might have it. No, he's not going to try his luck with Soko. Hilliard has it, hits a 3 and ties it. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Knotted at 61. Hannah for 3. So with 10 minutes remaining, it's 61-61. Still all to play for. So 61-61. Shooting percentage is pretty comparable, really. Well, from 3-point range, as you look at some of the highlights, 5 of 15 for Murcia, and Enisey are 7 of 14. So Enisey are a little bit better, but inside the arc, they're similar. 14 of 28 for Murcia and 16 to 31 for Enisey. And the big difference what is helping Murcia is getting to the free throw line, where they've made 18 of 23. And Enisey just 8 of 10. Soko has 17 points and leads all scorers. Mayers did not score in that third quarter. It's a beautiful arena here in Murcia. Palacio de los Deportes, Sports Palace. And Gudemak scores down low, off the glass. Now Benite kind of steps back, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Murcia possession. Oh, nice move, Clough, but they're not going to call it, saying the foul before the shot. And nice move and catch and finish by Soko. 19 points for him. Another big game. Second week in a row in the Basketball Champions League. Ljudic gets inside. Soko grabs the board. He's getting close to double-double territory now. 7 rebounds. Go with his 19 points. Clough kind of floats in. Soko another rebound. Passes it back out to Clough. Well, those offensive rebounds will kill a team. Interesting to see if Murcia can get something from this. Now Soko, nope, they do not get it off in time. And Soko helps up Charlon Clough. Clough is going to go out, and Sadil Rojas comes back in. Also, Alberto Martin comes in, number 5. Bremo takes the contact. Gets up, gets the rebound. Now the dump to Mayers. Ooh. And Martin, I think, whistled for the foul. Martin was trying to stay right with Mayers because he knew the pass was coming in, and they called a foul on him. Hilliard gets it, and Dowdle missed. He'll be upset with himself there, but he takes it back. Great play by Zabin Dowdle. And the pass to Mayers. Now Dowdle catches. Oh! The Zabin Dowdle show. He gets the steal, and now he's got a chance for a 3-point play. Alberto Martin with the foul. Nice pass from Gudemak. And he does indeed make the free throw. Enisey leading it by 3. Beldell with 15 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and 3 steals. Lukovic loses it as he gets into the lane. Almost looked like he was trying to make a behind-the-back pass. Gudemak. And Martin with the rebound. Hanna hits it and ties it up. Zavaruev passing it to Dowdle, who goes in, lays it up, misses, but the follow from Meyers. Enisey back in front by 2. Lukovic uncorks a 3. 69-68, UCAM Murcia in front with 5:44 remaining. Timeout on the floor. Here it is again, Martin, and Lukovic just says, don't mind if I do. So timeout called by Enisey.
3, okay? Hand off, go down, 4, 5, 2 flare, wait, down screen, okay? And you free, okay, Vasha, go.
See the free throw disparity there. You almost wonder if that was a good idea to call that timeout, because the way they've been playing, Enisey, you know, they're doing okay. Maybe he called it to get his guys a rest. 7 threes for each team, and you know, pretty comparable inside the arc. As you can see, 48% for UCAM Murcia, 49% for Enisey. So Bremo has it. Shot clock winding down. Hilliard puts up a 3. And Rojas not able to rebound it. No, I think the ball went off of, they're going to say it's Murcia ball. I thought it went off Rojas' leg, but he was quite vocal. So they've turned around and given it to the home side. The 1-point lead. Hanna, quick pass, Delia! Rather, Delia with the dunk. Rebec steps back, puts up a three. Good! Ties it at 71. Where they're knocking in some threes now. Martin. D'Elia goes to work on Mers, turns, puts it up, powers his way past Mers and puts Murcia back in front. And Mers going at it with D'Elia time and time again. See the foul that was called. Lukovic goes out. Having come in and provided a little bit of offense. Hilliard at the line. Rojas grabs the rebound. And the miss is rebounded by Bremo. Now Rebec puts up another. And Rojas not able to rebound it. And Rojas wants every call that goes against him to be reviewed. I think the refs got that one right, Sadiel. Here it is again. Bremo. Now Soko with the rebound, hands it off to Hanna. Soko with 19 points, 9 rebounds. Hanna just inside the line. Soko kept it alive. They're going to give him a rebound for that, possibly. Might have a double-double. And now the foul on Ljudic. Out on the perimeter. Tight one, 73-71. Remember, Murcia 4-4, and they came into this week in 5th place. Beautiful floater from Hanna. He's really picked it up in the second half. 4-point lead now for Murcia. Enisey have played well. They have just 2 wins all season. Ljudic off the back of the iron. Alberto Martin with the rebound. I would have the ball in Dowdle's hands every time down. Let him try to create. Shot clock down to 5. Hanna. Soko for 3. Zavarua fouled by Martin. Soko almost made that. And it looked like Martin had a lot of ball there. Tough call on him. So he fouls out of the contest. Well, he's played well. And D'Elia commits the foul. So Enisey will go to the free throw line. Mayers. Mayers makes the first. And the second. "17 points for him. Been a pleasant surprise. It's worth saying. First game. Benite, little step back, hits it in the lane. Class act. Start the music. Minute and a half to go. Primo goes right down the lane. Nobody picked him up. It's going to be Heartbreak Hotel for one of these teams tonight. They'll be checking in. Then Hannah fouled from behind by Dowdle. Just a third team foul on Enisey. And now Murcia have to hurry up because they were slow to get over there to inbound the ball. Hannah pulls up for three. Oh, that was money. That was money. Money time from Hannah. We had 1 point at halftime, and Hannah has now got 14. He's turned it up a notch. Try to see what this team wants to do. Enisey.
Второй номер, третий номер. Виталий, мне нужно, чтобы пошел сюда первый. Отскочил.
Not contested, okay? But not foul on 3-point attempt. Not foul, okay, Stickle? Hey, they got one foul to give, so they're gonna be very aggressive. They shoot the ball, okay, ball to Flevin or Benito. Vale, hey, concentration, vamos, hey.
Don't foul the three-point shooter, he says. And that's a good strategy. Don't make it don't make that horrible foul that'll put the other team on the line with 3 free throws. So Bremo has it into Mayers. He steps back out. Zavaruev. Oh, and Rojas just took it right away. What a big steal that was. Well, that's a killer for Enisey. Now the shot clock down to 9. Hannah pulls up for 3. And offensive rebound, Rojas. And Zavaruev, or Dowdle, has picked up the foul. And for a game that was extremely close, it's got to be a disappointing finish here for Enisey. Dalia asking for the unsportsmanlike. I hate seeing that. Let the referees make those calls. I wish they'd enact a rule where a player asks for an unsportsmanlike, but he gets hit for a technical. That's how much I dislike that. Now the pass up ahead to Ljudic, and he dunks it with 7.8 seconds left, and that gives them a glimmer of hope. So timeout has been called, and presumably they will go for the steal, and if they don't get it, they'll foul. So Murcia will put their good free throw shooters on the court.
We're gonna play the entry and focus. We're gonna play the entry of Samba, okay? Marcos here.
Look at the intensity on the face. D'Elia.
Here, Obi here. You take it out, Sadi. Okay?
That turnover was on D'Elia. That's probably why he's a bit agitated.
Clever screen on Marcos, okay? Here and right after.
Павлов здесь. Здесь один игрок последний. Мяч вышел. Павлов здесь. Либо здесь. Дабл, окей?
Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. They've shot it pretty well. 18 of 23 at the free throw line tonight, Murcia. The timeout allows them to advance the ball. Well, they do foul. Don't know why they let the seconds go off. I guess they were trying to get the steal. But if he makes this one, it's hard to see Enisey getting any joy. Benite has tonight at the free throw line made both of his attempts. Charlon Clough is waiting to check in. Gets to play defense once Benite takes his shots. And now it makes it a two-possession game, although unless you look at it like Enisey could hit a 4-point play, which is, as we've seen this season, not out of the realm of possibility. And makes the second. No. Guess they want to talk about it a little bit more. Leave no stone unturned. Maybe there's a miracle at the end of this.
Вот здесь играет 4-й номер. Это Павлов. Вот здесь играет Зи. Первый. Здесь играет Энтони.
Myers with 17. Bremo with 7 rebounds.
Мне нужно, чтобы Энтони пошел сюда. Зи пошел сюда. И пошел наверх через дабл-скрин элеватор.
Okay, Marcos, you are here for any back screen. Okay, we got 3 guys here responsible for the situation. Okay, pay attention if they send a screen on opposite side of this long pass. Vale, Marcos, preparado, Take it, vamos.
So we shall see. Try to get a quick bucket. And then maybe a steal. Of course, they advance the ball, so that helps. Will they attempt a 3? Hilliard tried to pass it back. It's the right, good attempt, but that's going to be it. 82-77. UCAM Murcia win a tight one. 5-4 is their record now. And Enisey Krasnoyarsk played well for long stretches tonight, but just didn't quite have it. So Final score 82-77. UCAM Murcia winning over Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Those are the shooting numbers. And the rebounds decidedly by Murcia, 37-25. Kumba didn't play tonight. Still giving the low fives. There's D'Elia. Soko, 19 points, 9 rebounds. Mayor's the surprise package tonight. And Dowdle had the 15, Zavaru 11, Benite 14, Hannah 14. Hannah was the man that kind of got him home in the second half. Look at Benite. You love when the player takes time to make that connection with the fans, and you see it all the time in Spain, particularly the Benite. You got to go talk to the people that came to watch you play or cheer for you, and now you're going to get all the selfies and everything else. And he'll take about 50 selfies tonight, 50 shots. And then after he gets changed, they'll meet him outside as well, and they'll take some more. So I think we're going to look at some highlights. There we are. And we did see some really good things tonight from Enisey. It's hard to believe they've only won 2 games all season. How far can Murcia go? They've got to get better. There's no question. They're not quite as ruthless, say, as Iberostar Tenerife can be, and when they get on top of people. So Hannah had a big second half, finished with the 14 points. And it all adds up to a fifth win of the season in the Basketball Champions League for UCAM Murcia. Here's Hannah again, this time making the pass to D'Elia. And Rebbit stepped back and hit that one. They did hit some big shots to keep it close. But ultimately, when you get into those last couple of minutes, you've still got to make the plays. And you can't turn the ball over. And we saw Enisey turn it over a couple of times at inopportune times. And then you have to hit shots with the game on the line, and we saw that from Benite and Hannah. Again, nobody picked up Bramo when he went down the lane that time. Hannah again. Another three-pointer for him. But it was not quite enough on the night for Enisey Krasnoyarsk as they fall at Murcia. Ljudic kept it close with that shot, but that was all she wrote. So that's it for another night of Basketball Champions League action from Murcia. It's UCAM Murcia winning it over Enisey Krasnoyarsk. Thanks for watching.